Welcome back to my channel Math School. In today's video, let us solve the question number 2 from exercise 2.2, chapter number 2, triangles. In my previous videos, I have solved the theorem 2.1 and 2.2 and also the example problems and question number 1 from the same exercise. If you have not watched these videos, you can find the link in the description box below or click the I button above. So let us begin with the video. Question number 2 from exercise 2.2, chapter 2, triangles says, E and F are points on the sides PQ and PR respectively of a triangle PQR. So here they are saying us there is a triangle PQR. In this triangle PQR, E and F are points on the sides PQ and PR. So now we have to find out for each of the following cases. They have given us the 3 cases, and in each case they have given us different values for each side of a triangle. So we have to state whether EF is parallel to QR. So to solve this problem, we have to use the theorem number 2.2, that is the converse of basic proportionality theorem. So let us first of all recall what a basic proportionality theorem and the converse of a basic proportionality theorem. So in basic proportionality theorem, the condition is if EF is parallel to QR, that is any line intersecting the other 2 sides of a triangle and it is parallel to the third side, then we can say that this line divides the other 2 sides in equal proportion. So let us write down if EF is parallel to QR, then PE divided by EQ is equal to PF divided by FR. Okay, this is the basic proportionality theorem. Now let us see converse of basic proportionality theorem. Here, if the sides are, the 2 sides of triangle are divided in equal proportion by a line drawn intersecting the 2 sides, then we have to prove that this line EF is parallel to QR. So if PE by QE is equal to PF divided by FR, then we have to prove that EF is parallel to QR. This is the converse of BPT. So these 2 theorems I have already explained you in my previous videos. So please do watch those videos for the better understanding. Coming back to this question, they have given us the sides PE, QU, PF and FR values they have given us here. Now we have to substitute those values, and if the ratio of these values are equal, then we have to say whether EF is parallel to QR or not. Okay, so let us apply this converse of basic proportionality theorem. So let us begin with the first part of the question. So write down by using converse of basic proportionality theorem or theorem 2.2, we can say that PE by EQ is equal to PF divided by FR. So let us divide PE by EQ and find out the value. So PE divided by EQ is equal to, what is PE value? 3.9 and EQ is 3. Okay, so let us remove this point in the numerator. So if you remove this point in the numerator, then we have to multiply by 10 in the denominator. Okay, so this will be 39 divided by 30. So let us divide by 3. So 3 1 times, 3 3s are 9, then 3 1 times 0. So we got 13 divided by 10. So if you divide 13 by 10, 10 1s are 10. So 3 comes down. So let us add a point and 0 is added here. So 10, 3s are 30. So remainder is 0. So our quotient is 1.3. So PE by EQ is 1.3. Now let us find out the value of PF by FR. PF divided by FR is equal to, what is PF value here? It is 3.6 divided by FR is 2.4. So let us remove the point in the numerator as well as there is a point in the denominator. So no need to add any zeros. So you get here 36 divided by 24. So let us cancel out by using the 2. 2 1s are 2. 2 8s are 16. Then 2 1 times 2 2s are 4. then 2 9s are 18, 2 6s are 12, again 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6. So we got 3 by 2. So if you divide 3 by 2, 2 1s are 2, 1 is the remainder. So let us add a point to the quotient so that you can add 0 here. So 2 5s are 10, so remainder is 0 and the quotient is 1.5. So we got PF by FR as 1.5. Now you can see that PE by EQ value is 1.3 and PF by FR is 1.5, which are not equal. Therefore write down PE divided by EQ is not equal to PF divided by FR. So therefore we can say that EF is not parallel to QR. So only if PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR, if this condition is true, only then EF is parallel to QR. So similarly, let us solve the second part of the question number 2. So again here we have to check whether PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. Only then the EF will be parallel to QR. So let us first check PE by EQ. So what is the PE value given here? It is 4 centimeters. So 4 divided by EQ or QE is 4.5 centimeters. So here let us remove a point from the denominator. We have to multiply by 10 in the numerator. So this will be 40 divided by 45. That is equal to 5 8s are 40, 5 9s are. So you get 8 divided by 9. Now similarly, let us find out PF by FR value, which is equal to, what is PF? Given 8 centimeters divided by FR or RF is 9 centimeters. So here you can notice FR and RF is same. Here you can say either the side FR or RF. Similarly, you can call the side as PF or FP. Both will be same. So here they have given as RF. And here we have written down as FR. Both the values will be same. So we got 8 by 9. Okay, so here you can see that PE by EQ is also 8 by 9 and PF by FR is also 8 by 9. So since PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR, therefore we can say that EF is parallel to QR. EF is parallel to QR. Okay, this we are considering by theorem 2.2. Okay, by theorem 2.2 we are writing down this. If this is true, then EF is parallel to QR. Third part of question number 2. Again, let us write down the theorem or converse of theorem 2.2, which says if PE divided by EQ is equal to PF divided by FR, then EF is parallel to QR from theorem 2.0. So again, let us substitute the values and find out if EF is parallel to QR or not. So let us first find out PE divided by EQ, that is equal to, what is PE value? It is 0.18 divided by EQ. So here they have not given us EQ value directly. Instead they have given us PE and PQ value. Okay, PQ value is given. EQ can be written as PQ minus EP. You will get EQ, right? So PQ minus EP. So what is PQ? It is 1.28. EP or PE they have given, so it is 0.18. So EQ will be 1.28 minus 0.18. So let us subtract. 8 minus 8 is 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. So you get 1.1. EQ is 1.1. So here we have EQ as 1.1. Let us remove this decimal point. 1 times, 2 times we have to remove in the numerator, whereas in denominator only once we have to remove. So let us add a 10 for the second time. Okay, so you will get 18 divided by 11 into 10. So 2 9s are 18, 2 5s are, so you will get 9 divided by 5 into 11 is 55. 5. Similarly, let us find out PF and FR value. So what is PF? PF given here is 0.36 and FR value is not given again. Instead, they have given us PR and PF value. So let us find out FR value, like how we found out EQ value. So FR is equal to PR minus PF. So PR given here is 2.56 minus PF is 0.36. So let us subtract here and find out 2.56 minus 0.36. So you will get 6 minus 6 will be 0, 5 minus 3 is 2, 0.2 minus 0 is again 2. So it is 2.2. So FR is equal to 2.2. So let us substitute the value of FR here. So it is 2.2. Again we have to remove the point in the numerator by 2 places. So let us multiply by 10 in the denominator. So we will get 36 divided by 22 into 10. So 2 1 times 2 8s are 16. Then 2 1s are 2 1s are. Then 2 9s are. This is 2 5s are. So again you will get 9 divided by 11 into 5, it is 55. So now here you can observe that PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. So therefore we can say that EF is parallel to QR, since PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. So write down, therefore PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. Therefore we can say that EF is parallel to QR. Okay, so this is how we solve this problem. Question number 2 from exercise 2.2, chapter 2, triangles. If you have any further doubts, you can comment me below in the comment section. In my next video, I'll be solving question number 3 from exercise 2.2, chapter 2, triangles. So till then, don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel, and also hit the bell button below so that you get latest updates of my videos. And also do watch the question number 1 from same exercise shown on the screen.